Hello everyone, how good of you to join and welcome back to another episode of 2205 looking at, well, the tundra. And in the tundra we have a lot of things to do. First of all, we still have that mission here, attract a population of field researchers, 1500. So remember, we have to fight the virus that is underground, and for that we do need highly qualified, well, workforce, that is the field researchers, and we of course also need to fulfill their demands. Now, one thing that we can do in order to get more of them is not upgrading actually, but fulfilling the next needs here. So luxury food is something, and if I remember correctly, we should have some luxury food still available in Wildwater Bay, and we really only need, yeah, let's say 5. There's probably not going to be needed more than that, right? So it's a really minor route that we have, and this one should skyrocket the field researchers there once again, and as we can see, it actually is doing that. I think we can reach the 1500. Oh, and there's a bit on my share. Let's just cancel that auction right away, and yeah, well, I guess we still need to upgrade a few people, so let's just do that.
The team were able to recover show no traces of the virus. However, there's good news for you.
Alrighty.
We've sampled a sprawling but non-native moss species, and I'm fairly certain it came from the vault.
Ah.
To strengthen our relationship, I've engineered a module that exploits the moss's exponential growth.
Perfect. This is the module that we need, and this is the module that we can then use on all the other worlds as well. Expanded agricultural facility with a biocatalyst module. Let's just check this one. We have unlocked this one now. What is it doing exactly? Production rate is ×2. The maintenance cost is also ×2, but we save a lot of space. It's not really worth that much on this map, but on the other maps it's going to be really powerful.
Secure the entire vault. But before we can get into the vault proper, we've got to fix the blown temperature control. I'll get the plans ready. Stay tuned.
Alrighty, so this is going to take a while now.
I know how to take
Oh well,
care of
she's
the
back again.
vault is our goal.
Let's just, oh well, cancel this one for now. We have other things to do. In the stock market, we have our 2 shares. As we can see, they're not doing so well. Cassin Industries has... Yeah, we have 2 shares here. We have all the agents for Cassin Industries, and I might just go for a patent transfer here and try this one out. 85% should be fine, and yes, from stagnant it goes to booming, and this should help us out a lot, right? Company shares, we do get 26,000 in right now. What's it looking like that? Boo, it's boosting it by 10k per share right away, so it doesn't even take a bit of time, it's just boosting it right away. This is really powerful. Uzoyev, I already have 5 agents. We only have a 60% chance here though if I want to go for any of that. I also just cancelled one of my own auctions for my own share. That's why we're low on influence, so I'm just hoping that we don't need that influence now anytime soon. We're getting 88 an hour. That is fine. Pooh. So that's off our chest. Next, blockade in Walburg Basin. I don't care about that. Walburg Basin for now is really low. Let's go to Wildwater Bay because I want to go for androids now finally. Now looking at our glorious city once again, well, still growing, still looking fine. We do need androids as our next good. My investors want that, right? So that we have the androids, and that's going to help us with the growth as well. They want synaptic circuits, so this one here, a biotech facility, bioresin and silicon. Ooh, silicon. Well, bioresin is easy. We should have those productions. There we have them. What's the production right now? +10. I could easily squeeze in another one here, I guess. Let's just do this one. That's +20. Oh, that's going to be... that's messy. There is not that much space here anymore. That's 35 though. I think we should be fine for that. But of course, it's a very easy production. Come on, where can I... There can I still squeeze something in. We can also use these now here, as we can see. Agriculture biocatalyst. We can, with that, for example, boost our water production if I have a bit of space beside it. Right, so this one here is doing a bit of stuff.
The vault is like the Library of Alexandria, except we saved it.
Alright, what is she talking about now? That's right, because we need to produce the biocatalysts actually. So we do need moss and bioresin. Once again, a very easy and simple production, but we still need it. So let's just get our sunflower production. We can still have 2 more modules for this. The moss should be fine. I don't think we can squeeze in something else here. Up here there is still a bit of more space beside the catalyst. We're at 16 for the moss, and then we can have those advanced bioreactors. Let's have this one in our factory district. So just here, as we can see, we do need quite a few of them actually, and they require a lot of workers. Let's just add those modules to the area, right? And then I can reduce it to 0. And then we should have all our workers back again. Perfect. So 5 we actually consume with that. And we have a surplus of 14 now. I need to be very careful, of course, where I want to use that. It barely actually consumed any of my bioresin and stuff like that. So we could still have another one of these right here, going all the way up there. And once again, some more drone hubs as well. Pretty cool complex, and as always we also need some of those areas, and that's just a suitable location for it. Very good. We have a surplus of 54 now. It's still looking good, right? So we're still looking fine when it comes to our own sunflower farm. I could have another one then here in this area, and I could also of course squeeze in more later. And with later, well, I mean, of course, now. There we have them now. They don't even cost that much. We should still be fine. Yeah, well, moss, I will probably need more. And yeah, we can also see that we will need more space then, of course, as well. Let's just add another logistics center here. I guess for the water, our water is actually fine. By the way, we have lots of water supply here as well. I just could get some water from the tundra as well to wild water bay then later. Let's have us another moss farm in the area just beside that lake. We will probably need quite a few of them, as always. They require a huge amount of space and some drones to save the precious workforce. Very good. This is now working. We got lots of these modules that I can use in other parts of the world. And now we can finally add one of them, for example, to the water park here. And yep, we do get quite a lot more out of it, plus 300%. So basically the output is doubled. It doesn't make so much sense for the water, to be honest, because water is cheap to import. What it makes sense though is androids. So androids, yep, that is really expensive, and we can really make this significant boost with that. Let's just see. We still need the circuits, the bioresin and silicon we need for that. Plus we do need the synth cells. Now that is not something we have so much of. I am going to need more. How many algae do we have? 86. That's actually not that bad. I can squeeze in a few more in this area. And we might also just need to import that from perhaps Walbrook Basin then later. But I'm just going to add now one here. And then we already have a surplus of 95. Perfect, exactly what we need for now. Next up would be the bioresin. That is rather easy. As I said already, we have a bit of a production over there. So bioresin is at 35. I might still squeeze in another one just here. Though, to be honest, I really don't have an idea how much we actually need in the end. I would like to keep this one here for another of those factories there, right? So yeah, that we can squeeze over there. Oh, energy-wise, we are in a bad spot as well. Nevertheless, next up is the silicon. Do we still? Yes, we still have a mining site that I would like to use here. It's just about that one, and let's use some of those energy modules on it, because energy is getting really, really low now. I think we still have one more mining site over there. Now, isn't that nice? Another few mining modules that we can add. Now energy is a problem. How much do we import already? 14,000. It's not enough, right? We need to go to Novikov Crater and, well, get a few more fusion reactors working for us. They require 300 people if they're fully upgraded, and by the way, they also cost me 10,000 on the maintenance cost. This one here is definitely going to be quite expensive for my taste again. Oh, and money wise we are so low. Ooh, that's not the best prerequisite to go for
Oh,
androids, to be honest, because they are very expensive as well. I
Hope
can
get
sell
past
some
the
stuff
orbital watch.
to get a bit of money in. Ooh, the fusion cells, they are quite worth it. Plus also the oxygen and the... Yep, 4 million. We can work with that. It's always good to have a surplus of something. Next up, I would like to have my fusion power reactor just here, next to the other one. And once again, we can happily add modules to this one. Let's just check. Let's have 2 more. Yep, and that's another 12,000 energy. Credit maintenance, I think, makes more sense for this one as well. So I'm just going to add some of these guys here to that area to, yep, reduce our balance there to 7,500. We still lack a few modules. Other than that, this is looking really cool though. And we're going to have whole fields of fusion reactors at some point, simply because we need that much. Let's get all of that energy to, yeah, I guess in this case, and not all of it. We're going to need a lot of it though for the androids.
Update.
Back in Wildwater Bay, we can sell a bit of silicon and a few diamonds here and there to get a bit of money back again. We got everything actually that we need, so now we just need to have 2 more factories working for us. Yeah, the space that we have here will do. It has to do. We actually also have some rice farms there still, and I would like to get rid of them and save the space on that island here, right? So just you remember, this was our very first city, and it's turning into a high-tech laboratory now for everything that we need. We can also get rid of the vegetables. I will need to get a few more up though. And here we can now have the synaptics. Righto. Let's just see how many we will need for that. Each one of them costs me 10,000 as well. So just like the fusion reactor, they're actually quite as expensive. Let's see that we get around 60. That should be doing. We don't have the energy, the credit module on this one here. And I can also still not use the biotech catalyst because we need to advance with the story. Now we have everything. We have the synaptics. We have the synth cells. It's ready to go. The android factory. Another very expensive building, but I hope that the increase in androids is going to help us out. With the androids, as we can see, we're getting more people in, and also level 68 with that. Perfect. Do we get a new title? Or what are we anyway? A national competitor. Next up would be the Rising Star. And there we have them. Some beautiful android factories. We can actually look inside. Building the Detroit of tomorrow.
Transfer route suffers from
I guess we can still have another module up there, or I just have another factory entirely on that side here. How many synaptics? Oh, we have lots of that, so we could really have lots of these factories. Not that I really want to, because let's be honest, it is really expensive. 8,000 for each one of them. Of course, we're getting some money in here now because we are selling the androids, but I don't think that it really compensates for the whole thing. Right, and 52. I think it's safer to just get the module and boost the production, because I think boosting the production does not also boost the consumption. So I might be wrong about that. If it also boosts the consumption, then I think it's better to use them on the fields rather than the consumption factories. Okay, we have the vitamin problem still. This is hurting us, so let's go to Viridian Coves and fix that problem with the vegetables or the fruits that I'm getting over there. And about the rice, rice is fine like that. I mean, we still don't have enough of these, right? Also, what is happening? Another Arctic night. Lucky I was already able to finish the mission goals for that, but it's still 28 minutes. I don't think we have night now for 28 minutes, but for now we have nighttime, and it's just looking fantastic, really. I love that city in the night. And yeah, we need to continue. We still have a couple of things here to do. So first of all, the androids is still minus 34.
So, my investments
yeah, they're actually fine, right? They're highly satisfied. We could squeeze out a few more people, but I don't think it's worth the cost right now that they cause actually. Some of those investors do require though some additional what I can see, security and also the bio enhancers that we might need to increase in size there. So let's just have a look at the security. It's actually at -7 right now. That should actually be fine with one additional police station. We can still squeeze one in here. It's not that easy to see, but it should be fine. That's one. And oh, now they need something else. Right now they need the metro station, an additional one. Yeah, I think a metro station would be fine as well, that we could still squeeze in there. Or oh, perfect, 69. That was the security center. I'm not kidding. That was most likely the security center. Level 70 is coming with that another world market route and the Rising Star title. Isn't that nice? Now I would like to add the biotech biocatalyst, that is a word, to the Android factory, since this would be really worth it. And I know now that the consumption does not increase, so it's absolutely worth it using them on factory facilities. We need to go back to the tundra doing some missions there.
Sounds paradoxical, but
and that's exactly what we've done here now.
The 21st century was the era of climate change and the 22nd of climate correction.
And that's what we're doing.
Some kind of stabilizer. I managed to get the classified climate stabilizer blueprints. We're not copying them, of course, but with enough staff, we can give the old tech an overhaul.
Alrighty, so we do need to maintain now a certain amount of workforce. I could, of course, battle this with a few of these drone modules that we can add. It's very hard to see something right now. We still have 13 minutes of this endless night, more or less, which is a bit annoying, so that's that. We need the workforce going though. And of course we could also continue with upgrading that settlement here. Oh, I think there's actually a rock here or something that we can't. Yes, there is a rock. And I remember, if I remember correctly, there is actually something that lets us destroy these rocks then in the future. But for now I have to live with it. And we definitely do need more people. There we have it, and there it's also running out.
Now that's what I call a job well done. Oh, did I say the volcano was safe? Well, it is now. The Eden
probably
Initiative thought
absolutely
nothing would
not
happen,
safe.
But it erupted not long afterwards and buried the ventilation shafts. We'll need to clear them.
Alright, so I need to drag the drone now that we have to these blocks, and it's destroying them, as we can see. And I think it's a full amount of 9 out of them. Meanwhile, what I can see is my balance is rather deep red. What is going on here? So we have the problem with that. I'm pretty sure that some of my shares are down. Declining. Uzoyev is declining, and Cassian Industries is also declining. We are really depending on them, it seems, especially since they are always down, more or less, both at the same time. Let's just push one of them. And I hope that the other one is recovering by itself. So this one here we can boost, and yes, this actually it gives me like 40,000, and the share value, it's incredible. It's quite a lot of what we get out of it.
Machinery is anything but eco-friendly. We need enough power to thaw an ice layer.
Alright, so we still need to get this machine here going. For that we do need a natural gas surplus of +10. I don't think we have built this one yet, so the gas that we need, where do we get it from? And there it is, the natural gas, and I think it is something, well, we can just have anywhere, and it's not consuming anything, right? Nope, natural gas we have a lot of in the tundra. We still have a bit of space here, so I would like to add it over there, and that's +10 already. Isn't that a nice coincidence? And that's it. We have made the first Volt Climate Stabilizer finished. It's now working, as we can see. And this should hopefully also, give me the heavy industrial tube that we can use for hopefully the Android factory. Unfortunately, it's not, so we will still need to advance with that quest line before we can use it on the Android. So I'm going to save it up for this one, because we can then have the positive Android surplus that we have, and we might actually also be able to get rid of some of the other modules that factories that we have for other things, since we can boost it then and save money and save workforce at the same time for all of that. This is actually a really good way of further maximizing everything. There's still one more thing that we need to do before we build the corporate headquarters, and that is the space station with the space shuttle program that we can launch with the institutes, Biology Institute, Physics Institute, and stuff like that. And that's what we're going to do in the next episode. I hope you enjoyed this one. Space station awaits.